fourth industrial revolution. While we are running fourth industrial revolution, somebody said we are even at the age, or we are even starting at the fifth industrial revolution within 10 to 15 years. You see, the world is changing so fast. Now, everything is about fusion between physical and digital. We cannot run our business operation, even family, only with analog or physical system. On the other hand, we are not at the point that we can run everything at the digitally only. So we are constantly mixing our way of doing things, both physically and both digitally. For that, we need to continuously evolve and change ourselves. For example, during this COVID time, my 6-year-old kid even having online classes. That I never thought. I used to restrict him for limited digital display. For example, in the noontime, he used to enjoy 1 hour television, and in the nighttime, 1 hour television. And no iPad or no mobile phone or anything. But now I'm kind of forced to make him familiar with the online classes. I understand it is still not that effective for him, but the way our society is run, school is running, everybody is learning, he needs to learn this. You see, continuously we are learning and evolving with society. Same goes for business. While we are doing so I need to rearrange my home interior even. Now I need to have a webcam at my home because I need to meet with you guys or with my office colleagues very nicely and very, very positively in a virtual world as well. With that, so I need to have even home projects, how to renovate my home now so that I can be very effective with the outside world. So I need to take few projects on that. Similarly, organizations are taking many kinds of projects every day. Interesting part is, many professionals these days even do not know that they have become project manager while doing their work. Maybe they have different kind of title. Maybe they are title like architect, general manager, senior manager. But what they really do is project management. What their work really says is project manager. Dr. Saad clearly mentioned that after 4 or 5 years, everybody tends to basically working as a project manager. He's too right. Exactly. So with that, the world has become a project economy and development economy, and the new things we are doing has greatly influenced our way of doing things. Now we need to have new target every day, and we need to, for implementing that, we need to have complete our projects very efficiently and effectively. For that, we all are in the project economy, whether we know or we do not know. Few years back, we used to listen about the gig economy. For example, Uber, someone who is working Uber, they have a freedom to work whatever amount or whatever hours they would like to work. And that freelancer, a programmer working for few projects at the same time, of course, with limited time. You see, that has become a trend. Now, if you look into the whole ecosystem, you will find gig economy itself is a part of project economy. It's not the everything. The project economy is basically covering all aspects. Of course, gig economy is a part of that. So you see, we all need to adopt this project economy and get into this and learn more things so that we can be more efficient. So overall, if we see what project management practice has basically revealed, it helps us enabling organizations, because organizations are on constant change. Their mottos and values and purposes are changing. They need to have new projects to satisfy their customer, and as a result, they can be enabled only by implementing their projects. At the same time, people are also changing. Organization and society needs to empower the people. So while empowering people, they need to make everything as project basis and then empowering people through the projects. Organization gives this opportunity for the people to meet their demand. Because of changes in the demographic and geographic, people's expectations are changing, and people, when they can meet their purpose, they can really feel empowered. When back in 16 years back, when I started my career in one of the Chinese telecom manufacturer, ZT Corporation, the first 3 months, I and with my other two colleagues who were given one computer, after 3 months, if we are confirmed at our job, only then our PC would be ordered. You see, for 6 months, basically, I had nothing to do. And we were quite content. We thought that's the way. First 3 years, 4 years, probably we need to learn so many things while we start our career. But now, if at the same situation, if you ask a new recruitee that you need to wait for 6 months for a computer to start working on, they will surely be very much depressed and they will not be satisfied with your company. You see, to empower you new people, you need to adopt many new things. With that, so for empowering people, we need to have different kinds of projects as well. Of course, enabling organization and then empowering people combined, you can strengthen the society. That is, of course, we all work for. So project management has become mainstream, and to enable organization and empower people, and at the same time, we to strengthen our society, we need to practice project management at all spheres of life, be it in personal, be it in family, be it in organization, be it in digital organization or analog organization. Now we'll see how it's impacting our career even. And what PMI says about this. Project management career is basically a boundaryless career. We need to understand why project management career is a boundaryless career. Career motivation and personal meaning has become so important these days. If I say now 87% people wants their company and their managers will have a purpose and value in their life. While the same workforce thinks only 7% people are demonstrating real value and purpose. The gap is huge. So 80% people are basically thinking their organization and their managers are not having proper purpose and value. That is creating a huge demotivation or dissatisfaction of the workforce. So with that change, project management can play a big role. So while we start or we continue our journey on project management career, we need to understand why we're doing what. What is our personal goal to satisfy our life and others' life and organization purpose. Organizations these days do not only work for making money. They have purpose to serve the society. That really attracts employees and everyone to even pay higher amount of premium to stay with the brand. For that, while we understand ourselves, we need to also understand for whom we are working, for whom we are networking, both of our internal people and also the external settings we are in, because competitions are now blurred. Today, the company or organization we are thinking they are not competition, on the next morning they can be our competition. So we need to have our knowledge and we need to know people from both internal and external network. And how we can fulfill our goal and organization goal, we need to learn that. So if we can knowing why and knowing whom and knowing how, then we can of course see how project management career can be a boundaryless and can impact our organization and society as a whole. Now, project managers, as our president Shamimapa mentioned, that old days project manager used to think project management is about making schedule. It is not. She's absolutely right. Now, project managers are big thinkers, project managers are strategic advisor, they are the innovators. Of course, there needs to be a better communicator, and of course, there needs to be a versatile manager. I fully understand, being a project management professional, I can see many of my fellow colleagues still thinks that, changing the report font, working on the requirement or specification are the next word. It is not. So we need to learn this thing. Instead of continue to be a project manager, we need to consider ourselves as a project leaders, the outcome we will be giving to the society and to our organization. While we'll be thinking that, we will be changing or taking many different roles in the organization that we are mentioning, like a big thinker. How do we even empower ourselves, we or others as project manager? We used to say this is a career empowerment for project manager. Basically, since the world is becoming projectized. Now we say project management empowerment. We need to understand who to connect with. We need to understand the dynamics of the market. We need to understand dynamics of the organization or unit and department. What kind of knowledge and skill we need to take. For that, we need to understand who to connect with. We need to connect with right people. And while we try to develop relationship with others, we need to understand how to do it even. Sometimes we often think we have got, for example, I have got 5,000 followers in LinkedIn. I have got 3,000 friends in Facebook. Probably I'm very well connected. I have got network in BNI, like business network, and so and so. That does not really ensure that we are a good networker and we know really right people. We need to showcase our genuine interest and ask great questions. We need to become resource from others first. So if I can become a resource for others to serve, if I can serve others, others will automatically be helpful and useful for me. And so instead of seeking gain from others, we need to start giving our resourcefulness to others, whatever we have. For that, we need to study them, we need to respect them. Of course, while starting a relationship with, or while targeting a relationship, we need to know what we really want. We need to plan our mind. Just because we are getting some big titles or we can mix with some other people, we need to mix with them without having a target, what benefit I can get and what benefit I can offer to them, to my network. And while we plan, since the world is changing continuously, we need to be very much flexible. We may target or we may have target one thing in mind while interacting with others. There may have some other opportunity that we need to take. Immediately, we need to be very agile. And of course, last but not the least, we need to make ourselves very credible so that we can influence others. Often we complain, say in our office meeting, nobody is listening to me. In family, even if I have better ideas, in family meeting even, I cannot influence others. For that, we need to make ourselves very much credible. What is our value? What is our purpose? And what kind of skill set and expertise I have built on. So it takes time. So we need to take that passions so that we can make ourselves credible and we can influence others. If we can do this, if we can know who to connect with, and if we really take right steps to develop relationship, at the same time, if we can make ourselves credible, then I'm sure we all can empower ourselves. And at the end, we can, of course, influence our organization and society at large, and we can make a positive impact on the society. Now, I would like to share what PMI say about project managers' characteristics. PMI basically, for project manager, PMI define the talent triangle with three things. One is, of course, technical project management. We need to learn project management itself. What does project management mean? It's not only schedule management, it's the cost management, it's the quality management, it's the procurement management, it's the human resource management, and what kind of expectation organizations are having, what kind of goal organization is having, and how to link my work with organizations or departments or units work so that we all can become successful. So that is project management itself. We need to learn so many things. And of course, leadership. Project managers are definitely project leaders. So while they are leaders, they need to consider their projects as their baby. The way a mother takes care of her babies, project manager or project leader needs to take care of the projects exactly same way. If project manager starts complaining about, I don't have this resource, that resource, how do I manage these projects? How do I ensure the outcome or benefit of the projects? That does not work. Instead of that, project manager needs to take care of the things in a way he or she will be managing the resources he needs for the projects to have a fruitful outcome. The way a mother does not complain. A mother always try or meets all the requirements her child needs. She puts all the efforts. Project manager needs all the efforts to make things happen, to connect with others, to request others, to manage resources on time so that projects become successful. At the same time, project managers also needs to understand the working setup or environment, the industry they are working. That is on strategic and business management. Yes, project management job is a neutral job. Project managers can work in different industries. However, whenever project manager gets into a new industry, they need to put their effort to learn about the industry. Otherwise, of course, they cannot be much successful. So they can learn new things. So they need to have this mentality to learn new things in a new industry and in a new environment. Now, the way PMI basically invites everyone to try for certification. The reason is why PMI asks everyone to try certification. Of course, certification helps professionals in many different ways. It ensures your resume is enriched and you will get more opportunity. It provides an industry experience recognition. There are probably millions of project managers out there. But if you're certified, you will be recognized as an industry expert. You are absolutely above average project manager. So that will give you an edge over other professionals. It definitely helps you learning new skill continuously, because to maintain a certification, you need to continuously learn. That's a requirement from PMI. It enables you to earn more money, and it demonstrates your dedication to the profession, that really you get more respect from every other professions. And of course, it gives you more networking opportunity so that you can utilize your social capital in a much broader way. Even if PMI has few kinds of certification, so today I will be focusing only giving you two certification in particular. One is CAPM, another is PMP. CAPM stands for Certified Associate Project Manager. This is for the people or students who will manage or who are planning to manage projects in a larger scale, who are not yet experienced in project management profession. For that, if you see, the requirements is basically simple. You need a secondary degree or equivalent high school diploma, and then 23 hours of project management education, formal project management education. And this can very well be covered by a university course, 3-credit course of 36 hours or so. Or if someone has secondary degree and have 1,500 hours of project management experience on one or few projects, they can qualify to go for the CAPM exam. The exam itself is 150 multiple choice questions for 3 hours. And this validity is basically for 5 years. Once someone is CAPM certified with project management experience, after 3 years, they can try for PMP. That we'll discuss in the next slides. Basically, CAPM is very good starting certification for the professionals who are interested to go for project management profession. For example, the freshers, those who are passing out from university, can easily demonstrate to any organization or any companies that they already know certain things about project management. They can take immediate responsibility of managing a project. So that is definitely a distinguishable characteristics or feature and responsibility they can additionally take, and they can broadcast to their prospective employer. And PMP is, of course, by far the most well-known and most critical project management certification in all respect around the globe. As our president mentioned, we have got 1 million project management certified currently, more than 1 million in the world. And this is probably the most important certification that anyone can consider across all kinds of certification, be it in IT, finance, and whatnot. PMP is the most recognized certification in the world. And whether you work for projects, sometimes operation, sometimes sales, sometimes business, work as a business analyst, and you are a senior manager of your organization, no matter what, you are some way and somewhat you are involved with many kinds of projects, I'm sure. For that, if you go for project management, I'm sure this will be an enriching experience for every other professionals in the world. And the prerequisite is basically if you have bachelor degree, then you need 3 years of leading projects experience with 35 hours of formal project management training or education. And this exam is basically 200 multiple choice questions with 4-hour timeline. And once you get certified, you will have your certification intact for 3 years. With 3 years, you need to have some other activity to continue the certification. You need to renew this one so that you always get project management updated information and you can get updated yourself continuously. With that, basically, I'm at a stage to conclude this discussion. If I summary our discussion, what I see, the future of work is very fluid and of course dynamic. And most importantly, the goal oriented. As I mentioned, society is evolving, people are also evolving. So we need to fix our goal, continuously fulfill our purpose and organization purpose, and we need to continuously do new things. While we do new things, we need to complete our projects successfully. Investing in project management will deliver value. Absolutely. Whatever professions we are doing, whatever jobs we are doing, whatever responsibility we are having, if we invest our time and money in learning project management, you will get more benefit than your usual investment in other areas in terms of learning and development. And learning and applying project management helps people to build technical and social skills. We need to remind ourselves that project management is not for organization only. Even for our family and personal projects, personal life, we need to organize ourselves in a projectized way. If we can do that, we will really be useful to everyone around us. With that, basically, I would like to finish, and I would like to thank you everyone for having part of this great discussion between AIUB and PMI Bangladesh chapter. And I hope you find this useful. And of course, I'm ready, or our colleagues are ready to collaborate with all of you in any future endeavor as well. Thanks to everyone. Over to Firoz Bhai.
Thank you, Shuhak Bhai, for your insightful presentation. You have rightly started from the project economy and project triangle, where 3 characteristics we need: business characteristics, project management characteristics, and leadership characteristics.
Can I add something, Firoz, before you go to the next session?
Sure, Shamima, please.
Sorry for the interruption. I can see that in our Facebook page, there are so many comments and people are asking why we are not speaking in Bengali. So let me give the small explanation here in Bengali. আমরা এখন যে সেশনটা করছি সেই সেশনটা ইনফ্যাক্ট AIUB এর যারা অ্যালামনাই আছেন, AIUB এর যারা ফ্যাকাল্টিজ আছেন, তাদের সাথে আমাদের এই সেশনটা তাদেরকে ভিত্তি করে মূলত সেশনটা করা, যদিও আমরা লাইভে গেছি। সো এখানে যারা জয়েন করেছেন হয়তো ইংরেজি ঠিকভাবে বুঝতে পারছেন না, তাদের জন্য আমরা বলছি যে এখানে যেহেতু কয়েকজন আমাদের আছে যারা বাংলা বুঝতে পারবে না, এজন্য আমরা ইংলিশেই কথা বলছি। কিন্তু শীঘ্রই আমরা আরেকটা সেশন করব যেখানে আমাদের মূল অডিয়েন্স আপনারাই থাকবেন। সো নেক্সট সেশনে আশা করি আপনারা জয়েন করবেন, তখন আমরা বাংলায় কথা বলবো। ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you, Shaimappa, for your declaration. Hopefully, audience will enjoy more in future, in short future. Thank you once again, Shuhak Bhai, for your beautiful presentation, where you have mentioned 2 certification. We'll be working on this with the AIUB guys, like with the faculties, like with the alumni, like with the students. Now I will go to Professor Dr. Nisar Ahmed, who is now currently director at MBA program and he is having doctorate degree from Angel University Foundation. His PhD on Islamic financing scheme, basis for the development of a modified microfinance model. And he is in charge of finance department at AIUB. And most importantly, he has a very diversified background, and he graduated from BUET, and he did his masters from the prestigious university, Syracuse University, Newark, USA. He is my teacher. I love him very much. And please welcome Dr. Nisar Ahmed sir for telling for giving his valuable speech, sir.
Audience, can you see me?
Sir.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for your resourceful presentation. I was listening very eagerly. When you introduced me, may I introduce myself first, because there are still some areas which people might not be actually know.
Sure, sir.
And,
you can go, sir.
I have one MBA from North South University also in finance.
Yes, sir.
Then I did my bachelor's from BUET. I graduated.
Sound volume-টা low হচ্ছে খুব।
হ্যাঁ?
Sound-টা low।
জি।
সাউন্ড শোনা যাচ্ছে না?
শোনা যাচ্ছে, কিন্তু একটু জোরে হলে ভালো হয় স্যার। অল্প শোনা যাচ্ছে।
হ্যালো, সাউন্ডটা খুব কম।
Okay, I'm going to then be loud. I'm also in Facebook live now in my Facebook page. There are several people also watching. My wife also watching. My father also watching. So it's a really very well connected situation. And about that one, যে অনেকে কিন্তু বাংলা ভাষাভাষীরাও শুনছে, তাদেরকে আমি পরে বলবো বাংলায় কি। আমি আমার বক্তব্য বোধহয় 10 মিনিটের, তো 10 মিনিট আমি আমার রিটেন একটা বক্তব্য আছে, সেটা পড়ি, ইংরেজিতেই পড়বো। যদি সবাই কি শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
না, কম হচ্ছে, সাউন্ডটা লো। শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
মাইক্রোফোনটা কাছে নিতে পারেন।
হ্যাঁ, মাইকটা একটু কাছে নিয়ে নেন।
মুখের কাছে নিলে
রাইট।
ঘর শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
বেটার।
আচ্ছা, so I have a note. Let me go to my notes. I'm going to read out from my greetings. Thanks for organizing this timely event. It is very much a need of the hour in the context of current international and local business landscape. Collaboration between industry and academia is essential. The domain of project management is multidisciplinary. It may involve people involved in the diverse sectors such as IT, engineering, social sciences, and business management areas such as marketing, operations, and so on. At AIUB, one of the premier private universities in the country in BBA, MBA, and EMBA programs, we train students through courses, including courses as on project management. A lot of these students ends up in career related to project management down years. Talk about BBA, MBA, and EMBA program. There is immense potential of collaboration and participation between PMI and AIUB, which can be beneficial to both the parties. Potential to join PGD courses, discount for AIUB faculty and students in course offered by PMI. Project management courses offered by AIUB can be certified by PMI. Project management courses offered by AIUB can be acknowledged as necessary professional development units, PDU, by PMI, which are necessary for PMP certification. Further collaboration on research, knowledge, and capacity sharing. To accomplish this goal, we can explore the signing on AIUB MOOC between PMI and AIUB. This is my written. Do I have more time? Hello.
Yes, sir. You can continue 2 or 3 minutes, or you can do 5 minutes more.
বাংলায় বলতে পারবো?
জি, প্লিজ।
Yes, sir.
শুভ সকাল। এখন কি সকালবেলা আছে? দুপুর হচ্ছে। আমার আজকে দিনটা বিশেষ একটা স্মরণীয় দিন। আজকে শনিবার, আজকে 27শে জুন। It's a special day. Every day is special actually. So I was really very much excited to be এই প্রোগ্রামে থাকার জন্য। আমি আমার ফেসবুকেও কিন্তু এটা লাইভ যাচ্ছে এবং অনেকেই ফোন করছে, বুঝতে পারছে না তারা কি হচ্ছে। একটু আমি ফেসবুকে যাচ্ছি।
Sir, we are also excited to hear আপনার এক্সাইটমেন্টটা কি স্যার?
স্টেটমেন্টটা তো শেষ করে ফেলেছি, এখন
এক্সাইটেড সেটা জানতে চাচ্ছি।
এক্সাইটমেন্ট, আচ্ছা এক্সাইটমেন্ট হচ্ছে আমরা আমাদের AIUB প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্টের EMBA প্রোগ্রাম স্পেশালি যদি বলি, তাহলে EMBA প্রোগ্রামে যে আমাদের বিজনেস প্রজেক্ট করা, এই বিজনেস প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্ট কোর্স আমিও করেছি। বিজনেস প্রজেক্ট কোর্স আমিও করেছি।
27 জুনের সাথে লিংকেজটা কি স্যার?
ও 27 জুনের সাথে লিংকেজটা, আচ্ছা 27 জুন। আজকে সকালে ঘুমের থেকে অনেক ঘুম ভালো হয়েছে। ঘুম ভালো হওয়ার পর আমি দেখছিলাম আজকে কি করা যায়। আজকে ফুটবলার মেসি, ওর জন্মদিন ছিল 24শে মার্চ। তো মেসির আমি আবার খুব ভক্ত, মেসির থেকে ম্যারাডোনারও ভক্ত আমি খুব।
Sir, thank you so much. It was an excellent presentation. I'm Farhin Hassan from AIUB, and we really enjoyed your talk, the information you have shared. Now, can we move on? Maybe necessary? Would you like to move on the next phase?
আমি আর 5 মিনিট বাংলায় বলতে চাই, বলতে পারবো? হ্যালো, the moderator.
Sir,
আপনি জি কাইন্ডলি যদি স্পিচটাই বাংলায় বলে দেন যেটা ইংলিশে বলে হয়েছিল, সো দ্যাট উড বি গ্রেট।
সেটা তো এখন আমি বাংলায় বলতে পারবো না বোধহয়।
স্যার 2 মিনিট স্যার।
2 মিনিটস না? আচ্ছা, আমাদের AIUB তে EMBA প্রোগ্রামে প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্ট পড়ানো হয়, বিজনেস প্রজেক্ট। সেটা আমি তদারকি করি এবং আমার আন্ডারে যারা টিচার আছে তারা পড়ায়। মোহাম্মদ আলী এখন পড়াচ্ছে, মোহাম্মদ আলী স্যার। এর আগে পড়াতো আশফাক মহিব, এর আগে পড়াতো সব ডিস্টিংগুইশ, মানে আমাদের যে কোর্সগুলি আছে সেগুলি সরি একটু ওয়েট কর। আচ্ছা, আমার ফেসবুক লাইভে আমার অনেকে দেখছে। শুভ সকাল, এখন দুপুর বেলা হয়ে গেছে, 12টা বাজে। সবাই ঘুম থেকে অনেক আগে উঠেছে, সবাই দেখছে। আমি বলতে চাচ্ছিলাম আমাদের বিজনেস প্রজেক্ট, যে আমিও প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্ট একসময় পড়াইছি, যেহেতু আমার ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড, আমি পড়াতে পারি। প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্টকে একটা আমি উদাহরণ দেই, একটা বিয়ে বাড়ির ফাংশনের মতন। একটা বিয়ে বাড়ি, যদি একটা বিয়ে হয়, তাহলে সেই বিয়েতে হলুদ, তারপরে কি বলে, তারপরে ফাংশনগুলি কি এখন তো অনেক চলে আসছে, কি ক্যান ইউ ফাইন্ড হাইলাইট হোয়াট আর দ্য, ক্যান ইউ সে সামথিং অ্যাবাউট ইট? বিয়ে বাড়ি যে সিকোয়েন্স গুলি হচ্ছে, এটাও তো একটা প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্ট। এটা তো
Right, sir. You are right, sir.
হ্যাঁ,
You are absolutely right, sir. Sir, can we talk more at the end of the session? You are mentioning very interesting topics, very interesting stories. We'd love to hear from you, sir, at the end of this session.
ওকে ওকে, ঠিক আছে,
Because we are having another speaker.
ওকে ওকে,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
Thank you, sir.
ওকে,
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable speech and the information you have given to us. Thank you very much once again, sir. Now I would like to invite and call upon Annesha Ahmed, PM, Director, Marketing and Public Relation, PMI Bangladesh Chapter. Please welcome Annesha for her valued presentation, short presentation actually. Annesha Ahmed, please. Please welcome.
Yes, sorry. Can you show my, actually, can you see my slides here?
Yeah.
Anisha, we can hear you and we are seeing that. It's okay. Yeah.
Visible and audible.
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to provide my greetings to Sir Charles and all the faculties over here for giving us this opportunity to have a impactful session. We are actually very much looking forward for the collaboration with the AIUB. So that's what our bottom line is. So for this session, actually, I'm going to give a very short review on what we actually do as a PMI Bangladesh chapter. So here, actually, PMI Bangladesh chapter, the formation was in 2010, and we are chartered in 2013. So actually, we have some test and trial basis working on with PMI Global, and now we have all the benchmark has done. So we are all ready to go for the action very well. And we have members for 200 plus members already. And there's a very good chance for the students and the faculties to become in a group student membership. And that's only for around $32. So it's very much available for the students to become member, and they get all the benefits as of the professionals who are PMI members. And the area of operations, actually over here, from president to all the directors, we are all working as volunteers for the chapter. And it gives us immense pleasure that we can have our passion of volunteering through this chapter. And for these various industries, we are working on in all the project management operations as well. So we have done a lot of events so far. So in-person workshops and webinars, we have already done actually 12 webinars. And the webinars, the interesting thing is that the webinars were actually designed for a 5-year-old child to a 70-year-old person. So our focus is not only on professions, it's a life skill. Project management is a life skill that we want to emphasize on. So we have done some initiative with the children as well, and they're pretty excited to do some, in fact, their school projects. They can improve that in the skills over there, as well as like as a even housekeeper, like say a housemaker, or who is working in the home as well. So the spouse of everyone. So that she or he can also be actually practice project management as a life skill as well. So it's not only for the professionals or not only for the students, it's actually for everyone. So we are the one stop for project management operations and project management skills, upskills, And whatever you say about project management, it's a one-stop platform over here. And for the networking events, we have done a lot of networking events so far, but we are still looking for more networking events. Now, actually, we don't have any facilities to go for the in-person events, but we are actually utilizing the technological platform as well. So Zoom, we are doing a lot of networking events from there. And volunteering opportunities, there are a lot of volunteering opportunities for the students and for the professionals who want to get involved with us. So you are very much welcome. If you want to do any volunteering with us, actually, we absolutely welcome you. And for corporate, community, and academic outreach programs, we are actually working on these corporate, community, and academic programs. So this is a part of the academic outreach programs of ours. And publication, this is a very important thing. For faculty or students, if you want to publish any paper with us in project management, we'll be very much happy to help you out. And we can provide you the platform. We have a very good platform on projectmanagement.com where you can publish your papers and presentation as well, and can have reach of around the world a lot of people, because we have around PMI has presence in 208 plus regions and 208 plus countries. So you can have a bigger outlook over there. And like you say, the PMI volunteers who are the people behind the chapter, as well as we have very well and professional volunteers working behind us. So for this session as well, there are a lot of volunteers working at the back end. So who are already a PMP or working on a PMP as well. So we have a very strong community of volunteers, and the executive committee are over here, you can see. So to get connected with us, we have these social handles for, like, pmipdchapter.org is our website. And you can get connected in our LinkedIn page as well, PMI Bangladesh chapter, and also PMI Bangladesh chapter official, which is actually for exclusively project managers. And in the Instagram, we are also there. For the YouTube channel, we would be giving some recorded session of our uploading for some are exclusive for members. So if you are a member, you'll get all these things available to you, from the sessions to the tools and to the publications, and to get some great discounts for coming to our events. Also, for the first year membership, you get a free membership. So we have some guest coupons. So if anyone like to be a member of PMI Bangladesh chapter, this is a very good chance for you to avail that. So you can get a free membership for PMI Bangladesh chapter. You just need to be a PMI member. And for PMI Bangladesh chapter page, we are very active over there. So if you want to have any inquiries or questions, just give us a message, and 24/7 we'll reply. And for the PMI Bangladesh chapter members portal, which is a very engaging portal of us, all the members are over there. So we actually share our best practices, even on the job openings as well. So we are pretty much strong over there. So we'd like to invite everyone to be a member of us. And also in the Twitter, we have an account as well. So this is some about a very gist about PMI Bangladesh chapter so far. So if you have any question, you can ask, or we can go to the next section. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Annasha Ahmed, for your informative presentation, for sharing us the updates, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
And now I would like to ask the audience, if you have any questions, we can take 1 or 2 questions for giving the answer. Or I am having the questions from the SMS text. I can ask the audience. If you have questions, they are participants.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
I'm Captain Rafi from Bangladesh Army. Actually, I was having some question to Mr. Shuhad.
Ji, please. Sir.
You told that before, if we want to do the PMP, before that we need to complete the course. So I was thinking that is there any opportunity to do the PMP course without doing the CAPM? First question. And second question is that there to do the PMP, I am saying there is a prerequisite of a 4-year degree or a high school diploma on that. But actually, as I have completed my EMBA from AIUB, and there, as our Nisar said, that as a curriculum of EMBA program, we learned the project management in the business project class. So, do we have any chance to join the CAPM course or the PMP course? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Captain Shwag bhai.
Thank you for the question. It's very relevant. No, since you have EMBA, that's a master's degree, so you don't need to consider about 4 years bachelor degree anymore. So your master degree will serve the requirement. And since you are experienced, so you don't need to go for CAPM. So you directly can go for PMP certification. And with your master degree, so you need to have a 35 hours of project management formal training or education. That even if your MBA business project course covers 35 hours project management education, that may even well serve for the education part as well. So you need to check the MBA course you had, whether that covers 35 hours engagement or not. I'm not sure about your course curriculum. So if you check that, so if that covers 35 hours of education on project management, that will basically serve project management education part, and your MBA or master's will serve a master degree. In that case, you don't need to consider 4-year bachelor degree. So you are qualified for both. Then you can immediately go for PMP certification if you want.
So if the business curriculum, if our course curriculum don't support that 35 hours class, at that time, what we need to do? What is the procedure?
Then, for example, if you have 20 hours of project management education from that class, from that course, then you need to attain another 15 hours project management education from anywhere. So you can do this 20 hours and then another 15 hours from somewhere else now, or typically there are available project management or PMP preparation course which very well covered 35 hours at straight. So even in Dhaka, there are many PMP preparation courses out there, so you can try any of them. So that will.
Can I add little bit on that?
Can I add, Doctor? I'm Dr. Nisar. Can I add?
Sure, sir.
Our project management, we offer business project in EMBA.
Yes, sir.
It's a 3-credit course.
3-credit course.
So we offer them for 12 into 3, 36 hours of training.
Right. If that is 36, they don't require further project management education. Yes.
So they can be easily PMP.
Yes. They need to study the PM book and then sit for the exam. Yes.
Still, they have to sit for the exam.
Yes.
But the exam is very easy.
This is some prerequisite for applying for the PM exam.
Okay.
And you need to have bachelor degree or master's degree, and you need to have 35 hours of project management. Sure, sir. There are people, even from the academician, there are many PhD holders are out there who are, also to PMP certification, and they really appreciate the PMP. Yes, sir. You need to appear for the exam as well.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, another last query, sir. Now, if I want to sit for the PMP exam and make myself PMP qualified, what will be my procedure to sit for the exam, or what will be the costing related to this, if you can please clarify? Thank you.
First thing, if you log into pmi.org, then sign up from PMI and then start applying. If you become PMI global members, and then immediately you can apply. and then you at the same time, if you take preparation for the exam, and then probably you can set your exam at any time at your convenience, because there are many exam centers. Even PMP and CAPM exams can be taken at home now. During this COVID situation, PMI has introduced, you can have your exam from home, following all the procedures and so. So it's at your pace. So you can apply, and then you can set your exam at your schedule, at your convenience.
Sir, one last thing. If you please drop your name and number in the chat box, sir. If we have any further query or clarifications need to make, we can contact you and make ourselves clear in this regard. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. One last question, or I have a question from the chat box. Is there Shamima Appa?
Yes.
Okay, one question from chat box. May I ask you?
Sure.
Someone asked, risk of failure if I am not aware of the project management degree, profession, or the
Right.
subject matter.
Right.
This is the question from someone.
So what are the risks of failures if I have? Like what are the?
Hello, আপনি যদি বাংলায় বলেন তাহলে ভালো হতো।
Yes. So
can I interrupt?
জি
আপনি যদি বাংলায় বলেন এখন তাহলে ভালো হতো। অনেকে আছে
জি, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ফর দ্য সাজেশন। ওকে, আমি বাংলায় বলছি। আমাদের সাধারণত যেটা দেখা যায় যে আমরা একটা টার্ম আছে প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্টে, সেটা হচ্ছে অ্যাক্সিডেন্টাল প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজার। দেখা যায় বেশিরভাগ ক্ষেত্রেই আমরা প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজার যখন হচ্ছি তখন অ্যাক্সিডেন্টালি প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজার হয়ে যাচ্ছি। সামনে দিয়ে হয়তো যাচ্ছে, ও তুমি তো ভালো কোডিং করো, তোমার এই সফটওয়্যারের প্রজেক্ট, তোমারই প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজার হওয়া উচিত। বাট আসলে ঘটনাটা কিন্তু প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্টটা ইজ আ ম্যানেজমেন্ট স্কিল। একটা টোটাল প্রজেক্টকে কিভাবে স্কেডিউল, স্কোপ থেকে শুরু করে কস্ট প্ল্যানিং, দেন রিস্ক কিভাবে আমরা ম্যানেজ করব, রিসোর্স ম্যানেজ করা, এরকম অনেকগুলো কম্পোনেন্ট আছে। সো যেটা বলা হয় যে আপনার প্ল্যানিংটাও ঠিক করতে হবে, এট দ্য সেম টাইম ইউ হ্যাভ টু লুক ইনটু দ্য রিস্ক অ্যাজ ওয়েল। সো আমরা রিস্কটাকেও কিন্তু কনসিডার করি। সো আমরা যখন প্ল্যানটা প্রপারলি করতে পারবো, রিস্কগুলো যদি আমরা প্রপারলি আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারি, তাহলে দেখা যাবে যে আমার প্ল্যানে কোথায় কোথায় রিস্ক আছে সেটা কিন্তু আমি প্রোঅ্যাক্টিভলি উপর থেকে দেখে প্রোঅ্যাক্টিভলি আমি ম্যানেজ করব। আমার টিম আস্তে আস্তে কাজ করতে থাকবে, অ্যাজ প্ল্যান্ড আগাতে থাকবে। এক্সিকিউশনেও আমাদের অনেক সময় দেখা যায় যে আমরা প্রপারলি টিম ম্যানেজ করতে পারছি বা পারছি না, এভাবেও অনেক সময় ফেলিওরের মধ্যে আমরা পড়ে যাই। সো আমরা যদি প্রপারলি প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্টের কনটেক্সটটা জানি যে না, আমার শুধুমাত্র টেকনিক্যাল নলেজ থাকলে হবে না, আমার লিডারশিপ স্কিলস থাকতে হবে, এট দ্য সেম টাইম নতুন কি আসছে, মানে প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্ট বডি অফ নলেজ যেটা, সেটা শুধুমাত্র ট্র্যাডিশনাল প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্টকে নিয়ে আমরা কাজ করি না, নতুন যেই প্র্যাকটিসই আসবে সেটাই কিন্তু আমাদের স্ট্যান্ডার্ডের মধ্যে ইনকর্পোরেটেড হয়ে যায়। সো নতুন যখন আমরা এখন ট্রান্সফরমেশনের এই জমানায় আমরা ট্র্যাডিশনাল অ্যাপ্রোচে যদি কাজ করতে যাই, তখনও দেখা যাবে প্রবলেম হয়ে যাচ্ছে। সো আমাদের আসলে যত আমরা প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্টকে অ্যাজ আ ডিসিপ্লিন হিসেবে মানবো, যত বেশি আমরা প্র্যাকটিসটা ফলো করার চেষ্টা করব, তত আমাদের সাকসেস রেট বাড়তে থাকবে। আমি যখন ট্রেনিং করানো শুরু করেছিলাম 2010-এ, তখন আমি একটা রিসার্চের রেজাল্ট শো করতাম, সেখানে দেখা যেত যে ওয়ার্ল্ড ওয়াইড সাকসেস রেটটা হচ্ছে অনলি 19%। নাও ওই রিসার্চের যেহেতু আমি রেডি ছিলাম না, ওই কোন রিসার্চ সেটা আমি বলতে পারছি না, বাট আপনারা যদি সার্চ করেন গুগলে দেখতে পাবেন, দ্য সাকসেস রেট ইজ নাও 39%। তো এই যে সাকসেস রেটটা আস্তে আস্তে বাড়ছে, তার কারণই হচ্ছে যে আমরা আসলে প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্টকে অ্যাজ আ প্র্যাকটিস, অ্যাজ আ ডিসিপ্লিন অ্যাডপ্ট করছি। আমরা যত বেশি প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্ট প্র্যাকটিস অ্যাডপ্ট করব, তত বেশি আমাদের প্রজেক্টে সাকসেস আমরা এক্সপেক্ট করতে পারি। ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you, Appa. You're right, absolutely right. In Bangladesh, in our government projects, we also see so 60-70% or highest 80% project we can accomplish in the year.
মডারেটর সাহেব,
স্যার
আমি কি কিছু বলতে পারি?
স্যার শিওর স্যার, আর একটা one last question. After this question I will get back to you, sir.
আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে।
Thank you, sir. So last question we are taking from the chat box. This question I would ask to Dr. South, sir. Are you there, sir?
Charles, Dr. Charles.
Sir.
You have to unmute yourself. Yes. Please ask the question.
Sir,
Okay.
can I ask?
Mr. Ferosh, yes.
Can I tell the question, sir?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Someone asked, sir, so what are the next steps for PMI and AIUB? How do you think, sir?
What's the next?
Next steps.
Like in the collaboration, what is the next step? I think maybe the question.
What might be the next? What might be the next?
What we can do together? What we can do
have
together?
Have we? I think we have to sign an MOU. Have we done that already?
Right.
Right.
Yes. And from there, we will spell out what are the areas that we would like to mutually agree and implement. So this will keep us more. Our partnership will be more formal, more or less formal, and at the same time sharing our knowledge, our resources, our expertise. If you would like to avail of our faculty and OACM as resource person, they can be made available. And if you would like to send some students to take MBA or BBA major in OACM, then we will be able to assist them.
Sir, they can go our EMBA program.
Yeah, okay, Dr. Nizar, maybe you can add more. Dr. Nizar is is under his department, the OACM.
Okay.
The project management as one of the major courses.
আমি বাংলায় বলবো। হ্যালো,
বলেন।
জি, প্লিজ।
আমাদের প্রোগ্রামটা হচ্ছে প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্টে বিজনেস প্রজেক্ট আছে, বিজনেস আমাদের অপারেশন সাপ্লাই চেইন ম্যানেজমেন্ট ডিপার্টমেন্টটা খুবই রিচ। এখানে টিচাররা সবাই মোটামুটি সবাই খুব উচ্চ ডিগ্রিধারী। সুতরাং আমি বলবো এখনকার এই যুগে এই কোভিড সিচুয়েশনে আমাদের যেই অনলাইন সিস্টেম আছে, আমাদের যে ভিউজ আমরা ইউজ করি, আমরা যে মাইক্রোসফট টিমস ইউজ করি, এটা পৃথিবীর শ্রেষ্ঠ প্রযুক্তির মধ্যে একটা। ইনশাল্লাহ আমরা আপনাদের জন্য দ্বার উন্মুক্ত আছে। বিবিএ তে স্টুডেন্টরা ভর্তি হতে পারে, এমবিএ তে স্টুডেন্টরা ভর্তি হতে পারে, এবং যারা প্রফেশনাল, যাদের 3 বছরের ডিগ্রি আছে, 3 বছরের একটা ব্যাচেলার ডিগ্রি আছে, মোটামুটি ব্যাচেলার ডিগ্রি 3 বছরের করলে যে কোনো জায়গা থেকে থার্ড ডিভিশন হলে হবে না, সে অ্যাটলিস্ট সেকেন্ড ডিভিশন থাকলে পরে 3 বছরের উপরে ডিগ্রি হতে পারে আমাদের বিজনেস ইএমবিএ প্রোগ্রামে তারা এনরোল করতে পারে। ইএমবিএ প্রোগ্রামে এখনো এনরোল করার সময় আছে। আমাদের 1 জুন থেকে আমাদের হবে, ক্লাস শুরু হবে 1 জুলাই থেকে। আর ইএমবিএ তে এখনো 4 জুলাই প্রথম শুক্রবারে আমাদের ক্লাস হবে। সুতরাং এই প্রোগ্রামে যারা আমাদেরকে শুনতেছেন, আমার কথা কি সবাই শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
জি স্যার, শোনা যাচ্ছে স্যার।
Yes sir.
আমাদের can I add to that? Ms. Bigam, I think we can continue our partnership in terms of sending you some of our students or even our alumni, our graduates who would like to get certification. And I think we have done that. In fact, some of our staff like IQAC, Mr. Imran, Mr. Pranoy, and others have already obtained their certification from you. I think we will continue to encourage, especially our graduates, our majors of OACM, to get their certification. Dr. Saad is now the in charge. Mr. of Mr. Muhib, who is on scholarship, who is in scholarship. So Dr. Saad would be able to invite
Dr. Saad is the convener, sir.
Students majoring in OSC and to get certification.
Sir, Dr. Saad is our convener.
Yes.
Convener, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Definitely,
you,
we will be working with the current students, those who are graduates. If the contents are aligned, then they would be able to directly go for the certifications. We will help them to get the CAPM certifications. All those AIUB alumni who already have 3+ years of experience, we will help them getting the PNP certifications. And of course, even PMI also have some graduation, like the programs.
It's a very good motivation. It's a very good motivation to our graduates, to our students.
Yeah. And they will be able
boost our OAC and major students.
Right. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, sir,
Our pleasure.
thank you very much. I'm thinking to end this session, but before the end, we would like to have a photo.
So let's have a cheese, smiling faces. Thank you in advance.